She's been in good form and she continues, Cordelia Griffith.
Yeah, the key for Cordelia Griffiths is how does she bat outside the power play. Yeah, the key for Cordelia Griffiths is how does she bat outside the power play. She has been in good touch, and her role is to get it smashed in the first 25 balls. But now outside it, with fielders out, can she find the gap? And she's done that perfectly.
Another facet, a bit of confusion. And not the best of throws as well.
Yeah, there was around about 3 cricketers nearly taken out with that throw. Alexa Stonehouse, the keeper. Redmayne, fielder backing up. It was wild.
At some point, Georgia Redmayne thinking she could be in trouble. But luckily for her, the throw wasn't that good. A single to finish the set. At the end of 34 for 1.
.70 balls left, 116 needed to continue their unbeaten run. The champions, the London Spirit. Ash Gardner trying to get off the mark for her side. Work leg side. Nat Sciver-Brunt does very well. Talking about doing very well, Sarah Glenn, thanks for joining us. How do you feel the first half of this game went?
Yeah, I think they came out very strong in the power play, but I thought we brought it back really well in the middle to a competitive total, so hopefully it should be a good game.
What did you make of the pitch and conditions out there? Looks a good pitch.
Yeah, it's a good pitch. I think the only slight thing with the older ball, like a bit of an older ball, is a bit of hold maybe, a bit slower, so your margin for error was fuller. But overall, yeah, good pitch.
Now, was there a nick there? I think there was. Nat Wraith, who was one of the 2 that went well in the power play. I reckon there was a nick. Shouldn't make any difference because the next ball has been hit to long on. And Gardner has a wicket. 3rd of the innings, and Redmayne has to go.
The experience of Ash Gardner coming to the fore. The last one flatter outside off, this one slightly tossed up, inviting Georgia Redmayne, and she fell for the trap there.
Safe hands from McCarthy at long on, so a drop chance. Next ball hit to long on, no mistake. Redmayne goes for 9. 114 needed from 66.
में मजबूत कर लीजिए सर तूफान आ रहा है
Grace Harris at the crease, form player in the tournament, form player for the Spirit.
Yeah, it just kind of helped me access more variations as well. So yeah, really enjoying it now.
That's middle. Thank you.
10 balls done for Gardner. She has 1 for 8. 65 balls left, 113, 112 needed.
K&N's introducing Blazing Bars. Blazing Bars. Safe and healthy chicken. K&N's.
De palabras en la mesa yo cocino. Mix up cultural, esto es un único destino.
Hang off now. Nice ball, nice ball.
Gordon into the attack. So there's a lot of spin on show here today. Played a couple of games for England this summer, 1 ODI and 1 T20. I guess Lindsay Smith and the emergence of Lindsay Smith, there's a battle going on. How much do you communicate with the selectors, with the powers that be, what you have to do to get back in? Beautiful shot. Cordelia Griffith looks in great touch, as Dinesh Karthik said.
I think with selection, like, you can always go into that rabbit hole of comparing yourself to other people, but obviously you've got a left arm spinner and a leg spinner, so I think the biggest thing is focus on yourself and just how can you be the best version of yourself. So I really took that into this year, and yeah.
And obviously a big year ahead, isn't it, for England? 50 over World Cup in India. They're still arguing about the venues for that. And a T20 World Cup next summer in England. That's going to be a showpiece event.
Yeah, it's really exciting, obviously, home World Cup T20 next year. But I think, obviously, we're just focusing on ourselves for the 50 over ahead of in India. So, yeah, we're just trying to, obviously, focus on the 100 at the moment, be at our top of our game, ready for selection.
And a test match here on this very ground against India as well. So much cricket coming up. Such an exciting time to be involved in the women's game. 60 balls left, 105 needed.
ये दिल मुझे कहता है खामोश भुला के मिल ये जिंदगी का
K&N introducing their Betty's safe and healthy chicken. K&N's.
De palabras en la mesa yo cocino. Mix up cultural, esto es un único destino.
खाने मजबूत कर लीजिए सर तूफान आ रहा है
Like Chris's little polo going on as well. Yeah.
You know your stuff. You really do know your stuff.
Not sure I do, but hopefully it's helpful. Sorry. No, I have, yeah, it's a lovely polo.
I've just been told to keep away from this conversation when both of you were
No.
speaking. I haven't been able to come back in. But anyway, thank you. It was a very good choice, I must say, NASA.
Now that should get between them. It does. Partnership building nicely. 17 off just 9.
They need more boundaries here. London Spirit. Just under 60 left now, but 100 to be scored. One person who can make a big difference is at the non-striker end, but Cordelia Griffith is someone who can definitely hit a few boundaries in this partnership as well.
And she's doing exactly that, Dinesh Karthik. This is some cameo at the moment. She's only had 10 deliveries. She's striking at 200.
Well, she was brought into the squad purely to make use of the power play, but today she got the opportunity to bat outside of it, and she's showing her skills in this phase as well. This is very good batting from Cordelia Griffith. Good ball striking.
straight up in the air. This should be taken. It is. So Griffith's cameo does come to an end. 11 deliveries for 20. And she is cross with herself. 3 down, the Spirit.
A couple of boundaries, one on the leg side, one on the offside, and this one again going for the slog sweep, getting the top edge, and a simple catch. Trent Rockets get their 3rd wicket. Cordelia Griffith played a bit of a cameo. Goes for 20. 57, rather 97 required, or 57.
Charlie Knott, the new batter. Tell us about Grace Harris. What sort of character? The character we see is a carefree, fun-loving. What is she like in the dressing room? Exactly the same?
Honestly, she's just herself no matter what situation she is, and I think that's actually really special about her. Yeah, and she obviously is a big player for us as well. She really helps our youngsters out. And yeah, she's just really clear with her plans as well out there, but also just does it with a laugh on her face.
What number are you batting, by the way?
Well,
Are you floating?
9, but I'll float, so probably got a few more minutes before I have to vacate, just in case. Hopefully not.
Good 5 from Graham. The wicket in there. It's gone for 9. 96 needed from 55. Any trends in the tournament this year that you've noticed? In the men's game, a lot of sides have won chasing. In the women's game, has it been pretty much the same as every other year, or have you seen something subtly different?
I haven't watched an awful lot of the games because I'm trying to switch off in between, but I think one of the biggest differences the batters are really coming hard at the bowlers, which is great to see. Not that we haven't done that before, but as a bowling unit, you've got to really be on it from ball one and be really clear of what you're doing. So I'd probably say that's the biggest difference.
And how's Charlie Dean coping with that as a young captain? Obviously, Heather's around in the dugout, but she seems a fairly switched-on young lady.
Yeah, she's class. Like, her knowledge of the game is outstanding. She's someone I go to often, even if obviously she's not captain in the field, about what my plans are. And I think it's just really important she keeps focused on herself as well when she's bowling. It's obviously a really difficult job to do, but she's managing really well so far.
Harris right across on off stump, if not slightly outside off. Makes the bowler bowl a fraction wider, and immediately she has a boundary. DK, what should you do when a batter's so far across her stumps?
It depends on what your strengths are. Most likely, when a batsman is standing, or rather, when a batter is standing on the off stump, they're looking to try and score as much as possible on the leg side, because that's one of the strengths, to try and hit around the mid-wicket area. But that was quite nicely played by Grace Harris. Not going on the leg side, just using the swing and using the pace.
Oh, okay.
They'll need a big effort from Grace Harris here. She's done it before. She needs to almost bat with a very high tempo consistently for them to stay in this game.
Last time she was at Lord's, she absolutely smashed it. Real power hitter. Can go offside and leg side. And obviously has all the modern scoops and reverse scoops as well. Missed out there. And everything okay now with the back and the injury? All completely pain-free?
Yes, most days. No, it's really good now. I'm just in a place where I can just focus on my cricket. And obviously had to go through these changes, but I've actually loved that part of my game. I can add more now to it. Yeah, just really enjoying my cricket now.
Missed out there. What's going on with the giraffe?
We had a very long journey the other day from Wales to Manchester, and we called at the services, and we all noticed this giraffe. And for some reason, the team card came out and we bought it. It's our emotional support giraffe. It's called Jenny with a G.
Should have known that, Sarah. Well, thanks for joining us. Good luck the rest of the day and the rest of the tournament. 50 balls left, 89 needed.
Thank you.
में मजबूत कर लीजिए सर। तूफान आ रहा है।
.89 runs needed, 50 balls left. It feels like it is all on Grace Harris. Been in fine form in this year's 100. Powerful player, brilliant ball striker. And goes aerial. Has she got enough of it? No, she hasn't. Huge wicket. Big breakthrough for the Trent Rockets.
Kirsty Gordon with the breakthrough. Just what they needed, the Rockets. Dangerous player at the crease. Tries to go leg side, tries to find the boundary, tries to clear the ropes. Fairly simple catch. It certainly went high up. Grace Harris goes for 8. Huge wicket for the Rockets.
में मजबूत कर लीजिए सर। तूफान आ रहा है।
Work. He brings Danny Gibson to the crease. Brilliant in the field. Danny Gibson took 2 fantastic catches and Rockets way ahead, 91%. Lost 10% after that Harris wicket.
Oh, yes, Gordo, yes.
You can definitely build some pressure now, build some dots. 2 new batters at the crease. Clever bit of bowling. Grace Harris just moved to the leg side. Kirsty Gordon followed her.
Certainly just felt that something was going to give. Big moment in the game. Grace Harris feeling probably the pressure of the power play, not making the big impact at the top of the order. Run rate was going through the roof.
Yeah, half an appeal. One of those really difficult situations for the London Spirit now. Nearing on to a ball required. You don't have time to set yourself in, get a feel for the surface. You've got to find the boundary early. Good bit of fielding. Certainly saved a run, if not more. It's been good so far from the Rockets. 87 runs needed.
Harrison at this point after 55 balls. Spirit was 63 for 4. Or 63 for 4, sorry. Rockets were 88 for 2. Complete difference in the 2 innings. Just shows how far the Spirit are behind the game at this moment in time.
Alana King. Big spin, but beautifully played. Danny Gibson weighted, back of a length, cut away.
Danny Gibson, fairly new to the crease. She played that one beautifully, waited for the ball, cut it in front of the square for 4. Slower delivery from Alana King. Played Danny Gibson, waiting for that beautifully.
In the air, simple catch, beautifully bowled, slower, fuller, bit of turn on offer. It's all the Rockets.
Rockets are running away with this one. Spirit lose their 5th wicket. Danny Gibson looping one up to backward point. Lana King going slow again. Danny Gibson just gets a top edge on that. I'm not sure she was committed to the shot. Alana King gets her wicket. Feels like Spirit slowly struggling to get anywhere near the total that the Rockets have set. Danny Gibson, the latest to go.
It's amazing in this format, Wokes, isn't it, that you had the London Spirit, confidence sky high, 3 from 3, 2-1 away, and the Trent Rockets, none from 2. And the Rockets have come and dominated the fixture. Almost from ball 1, brings Izzy Wong to the crease. Average of, we'll say 9. Work to do.
Oh, yes, Kinga! Yes, Kinga! Jonesy, yes, please!
Yep, huge ask from here, Stu. Feels like it's been the Rockets' day from the start, to be honest. But as you say, coming in with not much confidence, had lost 2 from 2. Momentum can change real quickly.
It was 2 from 2 losses and actually outplayed in both those games. But when you've got the quality, we mentioned Nat Silverbrunt all the time, but the quality of Bryony Smith, Heather Graham, Ash Gardner, Lana King, Alexa Stonehouse with the new ball, that sort of quality in the team, you're going to come right at some stage. Win predictor at 97%. And for good reason. End of the 5. 40 balls left. 81 still needed. Two runs a ball needed. Trent Rockets well ahead of the game. Heather Graham from the pavilion end. Yeah, the scoreboard will quickly get away from the Spirit. Even that, you hit a nice shot, push for 2, you don't get it, and you fall again behind what is required off each ball.
Does feel in this format in particular, if you can get a score on the board and you have a period of 10, 15, 20 balls where you squeeze, it's so hard to keep up with the rate, and the rate does escalate very quickly, as we're seeing right now with the Spirit. 80 off 39.
Oh, beautifully bowled. Beautifully bowled. Down the slope, through the gate. Izzy Wong had to go for the boundary. It's a position the Spirit are in.
Lovely little bit of bowling. Heather Graham, seam up, using the slope to her advantage. Nips back down the slope. 52 mile an hour. Clever bit of bowling. Izzy Wong trying to take it into the leg side. Exposes the stumps. Fortunately, she has to head back for one to her name.
Charlie Dean, work to do, almost the impossible task. Heather Graham, beautifully bowled. Work out if it was a little variation, but seam up, running the ball down the slope, bringing the stumps into play, holding length. .79 runs needed from 37. Good field placing. Slower ball outside the off stump. Not used her feet to try and open up the offside, but that deep extra cover. We've seen that fielding position more and more in the 100 this year. .35 balls left, 77 needed. Looks like Alana King is going to switch ends, come on from the pavilion end. She got some brilliant amount of turn bowling the nursery end. Is that due to the pace, Wokesy?
I think it'll probably be a bit of the pace that she's bowling, the revs that she's getting on the ball, but also bowling from the nursery end down the slope will exaggerate that turn a little bit more. Be interested to see if she gets that turn up the slope. Beauty of swapping ends, having spun it at the other end, the batters will be expecting spin.
Powerfully struck. All the way for 4.
Well-needed boundary. The London Spirit, Charlie Knott meeting the ball on the full, not allowing Alana King to spin the ball. Good shot down the ground for 4.
Nicely played through the offside. Was looking for more than a single. Just picked out the fielder at long off. Beautiful shot. Big gap when you beat the fielders behind square on the offside. Charlie Dean did just that.
Yeah, brilliant bit of batting by the captain, the London Spirit captain, Charlie Dean. Reverse sweep, great contact, right in the middle of the bat, right in the gap, great placement.
I feel like that reverse sort of switch it is always on. Deep cover has to be in with the fielding regulations if you want long off and long on back. Giving herself some space. Quite wonderfully played. All the way for 6. Shot of the day.
Exquisite cricket shot.
Yeah, strategic timeout has been called. 61 runs needed from 30 balls.
जुड़ जाइए सभी के सभी, जितना जल्दी जाएंगे उतना जल्दी। आप सभी लोग जुड़ पाएंगे, ज्यादा समय चलने वाला है नहीं ये लाइन।
अब स्ट्रीम करें बिगेस्ट क्रिकेट इवेंट्स, फुटबॉल टूर्नामेंट्स, फाइट्स, अपने फेवरेट ड्रामास, मूवीज और बहुत कुछ। तो फिर अभी टैपमैट डाउनलोड करें एंड डोंट स्टॉप स्ट्रीमिंग।
मैं यादगार ट्रॉफी में अपनी टीम ला रहा हूँ सर।
अपनी बीवी का गिफ्ट बेच के जुए में लगाए।
गली के लौंडों को हॉकी पकड़ाकर ये ट्रॉफी जीत जाओगे?
क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
इन रंग बिरंगे नमूनों को तुम टीम कहते हो? मैदान में उतरे तो पूरे नंगे हो जाएंगे।
मुझे छोड़ करके जा रहे हो तुम?
सर इस मुल्क में बच्चा क्या है कि हम यहाँ रहे हैं।
तुम बचे इन लड़कों को जब आप ग्राउंड में।
Some win from here for the London Spirit. Trent Rockets have been superb. After losing the toss, being put into bat from the opening partnership of Bryony Smith and Matt Wraith. They've continued that, set a challenging total of 149 for 6. And the Spirit just never got going, really. But are not out of it just yet. Just over 2 a ball. Still possible with these two at the crease. Captain Charlie Dean and Charlie Knott. And Charlie Knott just hit the shot of the day in the previous delivery. Oh, brilliant bit of fielding. Fielding all day has been superb. That's save 4.
Another reverse sweep from the captain, Charlie Dean. Nice shot, but a great bit of fielding, as you say. Rockets have certainly been on their game.
Close. Think there was some bat involved. Gonna have a little conversation. The captain is the bowler, so she goes upstairs.
Good over this from Vaishak Vijay Kumar, but very sensible from the two blaster batters. They play him out in this over. 57 for 2 and 7.
Okay, so gap on the right hand side, keep rolling through. Okay, just roll that back. I want to check if there's glove involvement there. Yep, roll forward. Roll forward one more. Yep, contact with the glove there, ready to go back on field. You can stay with your not out decision, stand by. On screen signal now.
Yeah, quite clearly off the glove of Charlie Knott. See the deviation into the front pad. So the Rockets lose the review. Opened up the offside once again, and that will run down the slope. A tease up and goes for 4.
Great effort by the fielder there. Nearly saving 4. Not sure who was diving after that one. It was Grewcock. Nearly getting there. A much needed boundary for the Spirit.
Still feel while this partnership is here, 25 off 12, there's still a small hope for the London Spirit. 2% hope. In the air, out, and that hope disappears. Charlie Dean looking to advance.
में मजबूत कर लीजिए सर, तूफान आ रहा है।
Gardner, as ever, having a good day. 2 wickets for her to go with some runs. Felt that the London Spirit have relied heavily on Grace Harris. Not had runs from many others. So once Grace Harris fell for 8, others have just struggled. Not still there on 22. Sarah Glenn was in the pod 10-15 minutes ago. She's in the middle now. Over 2 a ball. They need a miracle, the home side. Now that's straight and given.
Little chat with Glenn and not. Don't have too much time. At this stage you feel maybe it's worth it.
Review for an LBW given out on field, fair delivery, just looking at split screen. Just keep rolling that through. Okay, just take it right back to before it gets to the bat, please. Yeah, just roll through there, gap, clear gap. Okay, bat's come across the ball. Can we just go to Aldrich? Yep, so flat line, keep rolling that through. All the way through to the pad. Okay, clearly no bat or glove involved there. We'll go to ball tracking, please. Okay, given out on field. Yep, and Hawkeye says out. You can stay with your decision. Stand by. Signal now.
Yeah, Sarah Glenn knew she was 3/4 of the way off the field when she saw the replay on the big screen, which now says out. First ball duck for her. 8 wickets down, not far away now, the Trent Rockets, from their first win.
And Eva Gray walks out to the crease. It's only the second time that she's been required to bat this season. The angle from Gordon. She was trying to see if she could just get the sweep out. Knowing your team needs runs, went after it.
Oh, yes, Gordo. Yes, Gordo.
Right thing. I've just said that Grace Harris had been a bit over-reliant on her. She's played really well. They do need contributions from elsewhere.
Yeah, Charlie Knott was really good in their second game. She was player of the match in that game. She made 47. Just looking at their batting order, I was never 100% sure about the batting order. Opening partnership of Kira Chatley and Georgia Redmayne, 2 slowish starters at times. Redmayne in particular against Seam. I just think that they should maybe have a little look at, all right, where's Danny Gibson going to bat? What is her role within the side? An international player, I know she's not bowling at the moment, so where should she be batting? Could she possibly even be opening? Or could Grace Harris open?
Nice, Gordo. Nice, Gordo.
Yeah, no drama. You will lose games on the way to trying to defend your title. They look like they're going to lose this convincingly. 20 balls left, 53 needed.
KNN introducing their Betty's Safe and Healthy Chicken. KNN's.
Mix up cultural, esto es un nuevo destino.
में मजबूत कर लीजिए सर तूफान आ रहा है
Lot of captaincy experience for her.
Heather Graham from the pavilion end.
Go, Kingy, go, Kingy! Yes, Kingy, I love it!
No, was the call eventually. One good thing is that it does get players at the crease facing deliveries, get down to the business end of this tournament, and there could be a close game. They've had a couple of close games, the Spirit, and then suddenly you need your numbers 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to have spent some time in the middle. Take everything out of any situation.
No go, no go.
Who's impressed you the most then? I know you wouldn't have done every game, but I do know you're a cricket nuffy and you'd have watched every game. So who do you think right now is playing the best cricket in the women's game?
I think London Spirit has played really well up until today.
With shots like that. Lovely shot.
She's a good player, Charlie Knott. She's had experience of the 100 prior to this year as well, having been with Southern Brave, and this year moving over to London Spirit with no Dipti Sharma. This will do her confidence a world of good as well. As for Brisbane Heat in the WBBL.
Good take, but I don't think there was a noise.
Southern Brave, and specifically mention them, is because of what happened last year. Not a good year for Southern Brave last year. Change of captaincy, obviously the emotions of winning the year before. Saying goodbye to Anya Shrubsole as well, all of that coming into it. So really impressed with how they've sort of turned things around quite quickly this year.
15 balls left, 46 needed. I reckon the side across the river from here as well, the Invincibles, could go on a run now. The top order they have. Never rule out the Invincibles, men or women.
Absolutely. And that last win for them would be huge. They will look back on that game against Manchester Originals and feel they missed out on 4 points there. They should have probably got 4 points there. But the Oval Invincibles are an incredibly strong side. They've kept the same core, basically, adding Meg Lanning as well. And she's making runs.
So we basically named every team that can win it. Perfect. Great punditry.
There's 8 teams, Nas. We haven't got there.
Wants to go leg side. Nat Sivabrand puts it down. Diving low to her left.
Yeah, she would have just had McCarthy in her left-hand side of her vision. He was running towards her as well, but it was pretty clear that it was Sivabrand's catch and her opportunity as she ran across. She was right in front of the pole as well. Just couldn't quite get it.
Outside the line, I think. clear they're doing what Owen Morgan often suggests on this ground. Hit down the slope. Not Anne Gray shuffling across their stumps to try and go leg side.
I think also what London Spirit will be keeping in mind here is net run rate, because that could be your undoing. A bit later on, you could end up on the same points as someone you miss out on the top 3 place. So get as close as possible. Try and decrease the margin. Even if you don't get the points, just keep your eye on that net run rate.
Talking of points, I notice you're right at the top of the Sky Cricket fantasy table. You've had a good couple of days, haven't you?
I knew Joss Butler was going to come good at some stage. So I made him my captain, and it helped a lot. He made the half century. It wasn't a losing cause, but he made the half century.
Edged. She was aiming something leg side, but she'll take it. Useful runs, not so much for the team, but just for her confidence. Gray's having a good day. 38 needed from 10.
Had a superb day with the ball, did Eva Gray. Her best in this season's version of the women's 100. That thick edge will be frustrating for Graham to end her bowling, but good for London Spirit.
4 for 19. Gray from her 20 deliveries, now some runs down the order.
I got no love for the fakeness. If you want to play tough and want to hate this.
.38 needed from 10 deliveries. Or spin. That's what does you at point. If we look at the replay here, if you are a youngster fielding in this position, if the right-hander hits you, maybe first or second bounce, it will just spin to your left. Second bounce there, just spins and does her. Leg side won't carry. No, great effort. Heather Graham, that is a fabulous effort.
It's a very good fielder, Heather Graham. She's been a really good cricketer for Trent Rockets as well. Last year she was good with the bat too, good finisher. And get on with it with the bat too. That is brilliant.
And brave. Toe end of the bat and an easy catch for extra cover. It's Gardner again. Gray goes.
Gray feeling that the option here is just to find some runs as much as possible. Fortunately not to be for her in London Spirit today by the looks of it. Releasing that from quite far back, Kirsty Gordon. She was never reaching it right near the bottom of the bat. 9 for her, 35 still required.
Middle.
Bex Tyson comes in on debut. That's her T20 stats. This is her first 100 game. She gets off the mark.
Yeah, not the one to face as much of the bowling that's left now, because it's an opportunity just to decrease this possible margin of defeat as much as possible. Look at the net run rate. If you aren't going to get the points, bring it down.
gone, stumping. Great work from Nat Wraith. And great work from the Rockets. Smiles all round. They needed points, they needed to get off the mark, and that is a convincing win. They bowled the spirit out for 116. Excellent, excellent performance with bat, ball and in the field.
Great for Ash Gardner, great for her team. Taking over the captaincy this year. A lot more experience leading sides this year. Ash Gardner having the Gujarat Giants in the WPL as well. And that victory here, her first one in the 100 as captain, do her the world of good. Kirsty Gordon doing nicely to finish things off. She'll finish with 4 for 15. It's a good day out for her. Using the angle well. Keeper's done a good job too.
Yeah, a lot of players on that side walking off. The Rockets have had a good day. Good performances, not just come down to one or two individuals. Spirit lose their first game of the tournament this year. They will have to bounce back. It was always going to be a tough chase. It would have been the second highest run chase in the women's game here at Lord's. So they have had to be perfect with the bat. They weren't.